Hi friends, this is New York-based attorney Marina Shepelsky, one of the top-rated immigration lawyers, and we work really hard at bringing you the latest immigration news, and today's news is amazing! Amazing! I'm gonna sing.
Hallelujah!
Because the Senate has passed a big pathway to citizenship resolution as part of the tax budget plan that they're planning for the years to come for government spending. That's right, they listened to President Biden and the Democrats stood behind him, and they passed a plan for a pathway to US citizenship for the 11 million that we know of illegal immigrants in the United States. Before I get into the discussion and the commentary and explaining what this is, I ask you to please subscribe to our channel. And if you're looking for us on TikTok, I had a big problem. I got banned. I think some Trumpers reported me because we keep talking about how to legalize and giving people explanations about the rights that immigrants have, and they banned my TikTok account for illegal goods, which of course you guys know from watching. I never even say one curse word or talk about anything illegal ever. But I think that people kept reporting me, and I'm gonna come back. I'm in the process of appeal. Anyway, today's video is about the new pathway to citizenship and the plan. And I wanted to go over it in detail with you guys because I really found only two big articles, publications online from The Hill, which is a big political publication, and something called MS Magazine, that goes over what exactly the Senate meant when they said they're passing a pathway to citizenship resolution. So if you've already become our subscriber and already liked this video, I'm gonna get right into it and you get to hear all this information. What happened is both sides of the political spectrum, which of course, as you guys know, is the Democrats and the Republicans, have been discussing a budget bill, right? So this country has been going through a lot with the pandemic and the unemployment and the federal payouts for, helping the country since the pandemic. And they had to create a new budget bill for going forward. So they decided to spend, I'm going over the numbers with you, and the Senate passed a 3.5 trillion budget resolution designed to bring a lot of Biden's promises into real life. So a lot of things that Biden promised when he was getting elected are going to get done, and people are really happy to hear that. And I'm not going to talk about everything else. I'm only going to talk about the $105 billion. That's right, $105 billion the Senate allocates funds to create a pathway to citizenship. What exactly that means, to be honest with you, I don't yet know. But these are going to be money they're giving to the government to create ways to legalize people and do an amnesty. Of course, we don't know exactly what they're going to do, so they want to give people money to create a real plan of action on how to legalize 11 million people. Of those people, 47% are women. And of course, women are always in the worst position than men, so they have to legalize the 53% men and the 47% women and give them a chance at legal status, a green card, and citizenship. Prior to the votes in the House on legal status for DACA, farm workers, and other essential workers, they've decided that this is a good idea to put all of them into this pathway. So what we know and what we don't know. What we know is the first priority goes to DACA people, the dreamers. Dreamers are kids who were brought to the United States as children. Maybe now they're adults, but they were brought here illegally as children prior to 2009. They lived here, they went to school here. Some of them don't even have an accent. So DACA is number one on the list to get green cards. So this is an amnesty that's gonna put DACA first to get green cards. Number two is going to be farm workers. So they want to stimulate agriculture and farm workers And farm workers will be second on the list to get green cards through the new Amnesty. And third, they made a very broad, inclusive group, and they said, okay, DACA, farm workers, and essential workers. Essential workers, I don't know who they are. We definitely know it's going to be doctors, nurses, but other than doctors and nurses, it could be people who drive trucks that deliver medical supplies. It could be so many other categories of people that whoever they would qualify, they will make a law to say, okay, you're an essential worker if you are, and they will include a definition in how to qualify. So there's going to be a roadmap for DACA, farm workers, and other essential workers to get green cards first. They will be first in line to get green cards and then later citizenship. That's part of this bill, and it's part of this reconciliation tax plan, resolution. Why they decided to do it and how did they get it through? They said that legalization of people who used to be illegal and become legal adds money and taxes to our economy. People are so happy, like our clients or immigrants, they want to pay taxes. They want to work here legally, get a social security number, pay taxes, contribute to the economy. They're happy to pay taxes. They just want the chance to be legal, get the social security number, get the driver's license, get the ID, and work here, go to school, be legal, pay taxes, contribute money to our economy right here in the United States. Okay, so if we give them a chance, it's gonna help with the tax situation, and this tax bill is gonna help with that through a pathway to citizenship. So that's how they were able to get it in. Speaking about women, there's 2.5 million undocumented immigration or immigrant women working in the United States today. So some things that are gonna come to the women through legalization are a chance to improve their own lives and families, a chance to be legal and support the kids and sometimes the spouse, okay? Closing the wage gap, meaning because women historically get paid less for the same job as men, if now women become legalized, it's going to be easier for them to get up there and get paid the same as men. More jobs for women, so not nannies or housekeepers anymore. Women can start working in the office, driving trucks and things like that. Why not? It's going to help women with income if they have more jobs available to them. Now that they're legal, they have a social, they can pay taxes. More earning power. If they're legal, they can make more money, obviously. They can get a legal job, get paid on the books, make more money. Access to paid medical insurance, not free medical insurance like Medicaid. Get a job offers medical insurance as part of the job. It's paid, it's private. You're gonna get those women off Medicaid, off the taxpayers' shoulders. So that's a great thing. Let's see. Women who don't work right now will be able to go to school, get education, get a higher paying job, be more productive in society, and ultimately pay more taxes. So legalization makes sense financially. Tax-wise, legalizing people who want to work legally makes sense, and I agree with that. So I think finally legalization is going to fix a lot of these problems that immigrants are experiencing. You have to understand that undocumented immigrants make a huge, they comprise a huge portion of the essential worker industries. And I hate to stereotype, but look, nurses, a lot of nurses are Mexican, Filipino, Ukrainian, Russian, they're from other countries. If you're a nurse and you're an essential worker, chances are you are a foreign-born nurse. I did another video, I talked about doctors in the United States. A huge portion of physicians in the United States today are born outside of US. So if you can offer an amnesty for essential workers, people who are doctors, nurses, medical technicians, anything like that, a lot of immigrants will get a job and will be able to contribute to the medical care we need now more than ever because of COVID. And finally, a path to citizenship would reduce anxiety, depression, uncertainty, mental problems that I see my clients, immigrants, dealing with every day of their life. living under the threat of deportation, walking around being afraid of ICE arresting them, putting them in immigration jail, deporting them. Women who are immigrants seeing their husbands and children sometimes deported. Men seeing their wives and kids deported. Having members of your family deported makes you insane, makes you anxious, depressed, mentally ill. So this pathway to citizenship would improve so many things. It would get people off Medicaid, off food stamps, working legally, paying taxes, working and paying their way if they only get a green card and then citizenship.
Then I don't want to cost the taxpayers any more money.
So there's so many things that are coming and will be part of this amnesty. We don't yet know all of it, but we know that they gave money to fix this problem, and the problem will be fixed. I hope that this passes very soon, and I look forward to getting, real guidance and instructions how I can start helping people with this new pathway to citizenship, and I'll keep you guys apprised and informed about everything. Thank you for watching till the end. Please follow us, please subscribe, find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram. We're gonna be back on TikTok very soon. The account was restored, but I still can't post anything else. And I'll be posting, and I'll be here in the trenches working with you guys, and I look forward to meeting you. We work with clients all over the United States and all the 50 states. I hope you choose us. I hope you give us a call with any immigration problem. Bye-bye, and I hope you have a great day.